Hi, I'm Willie. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. If this is your first time here, welcome. Click that subscribe button and that bell icon so that you can get videos on how to, set up your networking gear and not spend a boatload of money. That's what we do over here. And networking, security, all that good stuff. So make sure you subscribe. Thank you again for being here. And today what we're going to do is we are going to unbox this Linksys. This is the LRT224. Linksys did send this over to me for review, and it is a dual WAN Gigabit VPN router. So we're going to unbox this guy and get it set up. So let's get started. All right, so here we have the router in the box. Pretty unspectacular, but it is a nice metal unit. I like this. It's got the logo on the end, and it does appear it's got some weight to it, and it's got some LED indicators here on the top. So you can see WAN, there's a VPN light there that really surprised me. You have all your LAN lights, your WAN DMZ. There's our reset button, all the ports. It's a really nice router. It's got some real nice weight to it. Got a little warranty sticker there. And then on the bottom, you can see we've got the feet, and we also have the wall mount option there. So I think I'm really going to like this router. And there's another shot of the mounting options. So what else comes in the box? In the box, we have a CD that's got drivers and stuff. We've got our quick start guide for the Gigabit VPN routers. And we have an Ethernet cable. And then we have a power adapter. So that's really it. So now what we need to do is get over to the computer and let's get this started. All right, so we are going to set up the Linksys router. We're over here at the computer. You knew where we were. This is where we end up every time. So I've got the Linksys router here. Now, what's very interesting about this is those ports. I don't know if you probably can't see this really well, but those ports that we were talking about, you can do 2 WAN ports or you can do a DMZ. And according to this seems to be like an actual honest-to-goodness DMZ. It says the demilitarized zone DMZ port can be connected to a publicly accessible server such as a web server or FTP server or an Ethernet switch that connects to one or more servers. The DMZ port allows inbound traffic to access the servers in a confined zone without exposing your intranet. So maybe this is exactly what we're talking about. So we've got the WAN, we've got DMZ/WAN. So if we're not using 2 WANs, we have dedicated DMZ port. We've got LAN 1 through 4. We've got a reset button. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in. We're going to power it up. I'm going to plug my PC directly into it. And then it looks like it's going to give us a 192.168.1 address. And we are going to log in, and we're going to take a look at this and go through some of the options. And then in the next Linksys video, we got a switch, a managed switch from Linksys that we're gonna put in. It's actually a PoE switch too, and I'm pretty excited about that. So real quick, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna power this on, and I'm gonna plug my PC into number 1, and I'm gonna plug the WAN port into the network, and we're gonna get this thing, we're gonna get online here. All right, so I've got everything plugged in, and I've got it back here. So my PC is going into this port, and the WAN is going in here. And you can't see this, but when this boots up, there's this light right here, and I just realized that it's labeled VPN. And I had to tell you that I really like it when manufacturers put a VPN light on here so that when the VPN is connected, I can see that. That's an awesome visual indicator. So I haven't even been in this router yet, but I can just tell you that having that VPN light there makes me very, very happy. So we're waiting for everything to boot up. Once that's happened and we've got an IP and we can get in, we will be right back. All right, so we are booted up. We've got our Opera web browser up over here. So we're going to go to 192.168.1.1 and we are going to log in. So let's pull that up. All right, so here we are at the 192.168.1.1 login. Let me see if I can, if I do a control, yeah, here we go. So this will be a little bit better for you here. So the default username and password are both admin. So we'll go ahead and log in here. And we don't want to save this. Oh, and we can change the page width. That's kind of nice. There's auto. I've got this blown up for you, so we're going to have to scroll around. But all right, so up here at the top, we've got admin, we've got logout, we got help. That page width is that's kind of nice. I wonder what. Yeah, now it's even wider. Anyway, all right, so here we go. We got system information. We got serial number, firmware, working mode is gateway. Got our LAN here. We've been up 3 minutes, 52 seconds. And they have a setup wizard. So that's kind of nice. We've got our port statistics here. Here's our WAN status right here. And if we had WAN 2, which we will have WAN 2 here in an upcoming video. All right, what do we got under firewall? So it does have stateful packet inspection. SPI is on. Denial of service. Firewall settings are on. Block WAN request on. Remote management off. That's nice. VPN, we can have 45 tunnels. There are 0 tunnels used. Easy Link VPN, 5 tunnels with 0 used. Open VPN, so it does Open VPN as well. 5 tunnels available, 0 used. Log setting doesn't look, yeah, we don't have any logs configured in here yet. So this is looking pretty nice. We've got a quick start tab here. So let's look at the rest of the tabs and we'll come back and we'll run this wizard. So here's our standard configuration. We've got our host name and domain name. We're going to just keep those default for now. IP mode. Oh, look at this. We can run dual stack IP version 4 and IP version 6 out of the box on the LAN and the WAN. That is very nice. Very, very nice. And it's right here in the UI. And WAN, we are set for DHCP, and then here we can enable that DMZ. That's kind of nice. Password, here's our password change. Oh, look at this. We can make the user change the password. That is fantastic. And we got to meet complexity. Bravo, Linksys. And I'm not even, you know, that's not a taunt. That's literally like, congratulations. That's probably the best in router username password thing that I've seen. All right, we've got the time, so we can set our time zone. Here's our DMZ private address, so that's a host. If we're not doing a port, we can do port forwarding, and it's got a bunch of predefined services. That's pretty nice. Port address translation, one-to-one NAT. So they got a lot of this stuff right in the UI. MAC address clone, dynamic DNS, advanced routing. So this little thing will do RIP. Doesn't look like it'll do OSPF or BGP, but it'll do RIP. Outgoing email server, IP version 6 transition. We're not going to mess with that yet. All right, here we got DHCP. And look, everything has an IP version 6 button. Here's our status. Router advertisement. IP and MAC binding. Local database. System management. Load balance. So we can do link failover. We can do load balance. We can do sticky balance. That's nice. And here's how we detect whether the service is up. Oh, look at this. You can ping the gateway, which is weak because a lot of times your problem is probably going to be past the gateway. But look, you can do ISP host, remote host, DNS lookup. That's awesome. That's a lot of good stuff right there in the UI. We got our protocol binding. Bandwidth management. Here we go. Man, I have to say I am super duper impressed with this router out of the box. Session control. Then we've got our SNMP. We've got SSL certificate. So we can generate a CSR and import an SSL certificate into this. We've got our port setup. So we can do priority. So we can set different priorities on the ports. That's nice. Negotiation, speed, Port status. Awesome. Oh, look at this. We can set up VLANs. Look at this. And inner VLAN routing. We can enable that device management. That is so awesome. I'm so excited about adding this firewall to the group. All right, here's all of our firewall options. Firewall, SPI, DOS prevention, block, WAN request, remote management, HTTPS. So we can enable HTTPS management. We can restrict certain web features. Here is our access rules for the firewall. Those should look very familiar to you. Here's our content filter. Ooh, enable website blocking by keywords. Oh, that's awesome. We don't know. We'll have to see how well it works. Then we've got VPN, gateway to gateway, client to gateway VPN, VPN pass-through, PPTP. I wish everybody would leave PPTP servers out. We've got EasyLink VPN. So it looks like it uses HTTPS. So this is like it looks like this is like an SSL type VPN. So we're definitely going to set that up. And then here's our Open VPN. It's fantastic. We've got all of our logging options here: syslog, email. Here's our other log settings. We're gonna have to really there's gonna be more to tear into this than I actually thought going into this. So this is awesome. Then under maintenance, we've got diagnostics, so we can do a ping or an NS lookup. We can factory default it, do a firmware upgrade. We can restart. We can back up and restore. So this thing really is full featured for sure. So I think I've got to take a quick break here. When I come back, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to run the wizard and see what the wizard looks like. Okay, so we are back and we are going to run through the setup wizard on our router. So we're going to click, what we did was we clicked the, just so you can see that, we clicked the setup wizard. We're going to click launch now. So now it wants to know what our host name is going to be. We'll call this lab Linksys, and it's going to be HoweX5.com. We'll do obtain automatically for now. We'll do that for WAN 2. LAN, we're going to go ahead and leave that at 192.168.1.1 for now. Time will be, we will use NTP for that. And we are in the central time zone, and I always use ntp.uiuc.edu. Now you can see that I logged in earlier with admin, but I recorded this video and the audio on this section was horrible, so I needed to redo it. So we're going to pretend that username says admin, and we're going to make that whow. We'll make it whow, and then we'll use the lab password, and it does not like the lab password, so I had to uncheck the minimum complexity box, and we'll go ahead and say next, and it'll show us all the settings, and it's going to go ahead and it is now going to install those settings. And you can see here it says settings are successful. Press OK to return the wizard page, or press cancel to return to the network page. So I'm going to click cancel, and then it's going to make us log in. And in the next video, like I said, we're going to pair this with a switch. We're also going to update the firmware and do some of those other things. I'm really excited by all the different VPN types available by this router. This router, I think the firmware, I haven't seen the newer firmware, but I can't imagine that this router is going to be any kind of a slouch. So we are definitely going to do some site-to-site VPNs, and Road Warrior VPN configuration is going to be really nice. The other thing is, if you do want to pick one of these up, I'll leave this link, this Amazon affiliate link, down below. It looks like they're going for about $162, something like that. So, and that's the dual WAN. If you go with the single WAN, it's only $122. But like I said, I'm really excited about this, and I can't wait to pair it with that switch and really dig in some more. All right, that's it for this video. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please comment and share. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you'd like to get your hands on one of these Linksys routers, I will leave an Amazon affiliate link down below. It doesn't change your price, but it does kick a couple bucks to the channel to keep things moving around here, and I do appreciate that. If you need IT consulting for networking, whether it's wired or wireless, voice over IP and security, or even custom programming, WordPress, things like that, go ahead and go over to williehowe.com, fill out that contact form, and somebody will get with you as soon as they can. If we can't help you, we'll get you to someone who can. That's our promise to you. If you'd like to talk to us on Discord, the link is down below. If you'd like to support the channel by becoming a patron on Patreon, that link is down below, and I want to thank all of those folks. Once again, I want to thank everyone for being here, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.